come on. YouTube, what is up? We are back with another day, and today we are sprinting, we are snatching and cleaning pretty light, and then we're gonna finish up with some heavy pulls before we get to league tonight. With our sprints, we just finished up with our sprint warm-up, where everything was behind the head today. So we had behind the head build-ups just like that, behind the head skips for distance, behind the head skips for height, behind the head neon Dions with straight leg bounds. Paired those with some leg swings, some isometric lunges, and some rapid line hops. And I was hitting some ankle isometrics for that Achilles, just because that left one, it gets a little flary. It feels like there's not a lot of pop there on that left one if I don't do that ankle isometric right before I'm sprinting. So we took care of that, and now we're ready to sprint. We're gonna start today off with 3 to 5 acceleration starts with the soccer ball in hand, and then we're gonna run 2 to 3 10 by 10 flies, and then we're gonna run 2 to 3 open flies. And it's time to rip. Let's get after it, let's go. All right, so to start today, we got these soccer ball sprints, just hand, preacher curl with the hands, holding the ball in between them, just trying to buy us a little bit of upper body rotation with our athletes this morning. Sometimes I just like giving them a feel. I just had a podcast with K-Dots where he was talking about a lot of the variations that he gives his athletes when it comes to Olympic lifts. Has nothing to do with like really hammering in the specific fix they need, but just to give them a bunch of tools and a bunch of different variations so they can get some feel of things and different feels. And he was talking about how a lot of times when the sensory input on the bar is just the same over and over again, you lose a little bit of the feedback that you want from the bar. And I think the same can happen in sprints where you do the same thing over and over again and you kind of lose the feel, you lose a little bit of sensory input, and it really kind of stunts the skill growth that you have there by just not messing around and feeling different feels when it comes to sprinting, when it comes to lifting, when it comes to jumping, all of those things. So just trying to work on it, bias a little bit of upper body rotation here with this ball. We got 3 to 5 sprints here with a 1 yard buildup. I think the record to beat this morning was like a low 1.4 with a dude that flies. So if we get close to that, that'd be sick. Let's get it. Ooh! That's a good start. 1.474. We cooking the day. 1.445. Let's see if we can break a 1.4. That'd be sick. Be a little aggressive, but it'd be sick. The best things about my sessions being at 6 in the morning is I can have my athletes do something at 6 in the morning, and then I can come back 8 hours later, completely well rested and awake from the day, and perform the same task and act like I'm a better athlete than them because they had to do it at 6 in the morning, and I got to do it at 6 p.m. at night. And if I had to do it at 6 in the morning, my numbers would be significantly down. But taking the ego wins where we can get them. So let's sprint here. Let's go. 1.445. We got one more in us. Oh, I lied. That was a 1.421. I was going to say thought that felt faster, and that seemed like the same exact time as last time. But 1.421 there. Let's get this last rep. Just got to give another shout out to the clothing company, 10,000. These shorts are from them. They sent me a gray pair and a black pair, and both of them are absolute fire and really, really show off the quads, and they're comfy as fuck. So if we hit a PR today, it's because of them. Let's go. Oh, that was not as good. Felt like I was tripping on myself the entire time. We got a 1.4. Let's see these contacts work. 1.431. All right. So second best time of the day. Let's get to these 10 by 10 flies. All right, so the soccer ball sprints were flying today. And I was beating or right at the dude that was hitting a 1.09 this morning on this 10 by 10 yard fly. And then he ran a 1.012 on the full fly. So if my math is right, I should be able to break a 1.1 today on this 10 yard build into a 10 yard fly. And we're gonna stick with that bro science. So let's get this here, let's go. Actually gonna kill myself. A 1.113, the same exact time as last week. We got 2 more. Let's open up. We're gonna chalk that up as that being the first sprint without a ball in our hands, and that's why we were slow, because I'm feeling significantly better than last week, and to tie what I hit last week is embarrassing. We should cook that number. So let's do it. Let's stop talking. Let's do it. Oh, come on. God damn, we might be slow today. 1.127. Shit, that felt way faster. All right, we really gotta pull one out of our ass here and run a little bit faster. It's feeling good. It doesn't feel bad, doesn't feel slow, but the number is slow and the numbers don't lie. So we gotta cook, and then we got 2 from the wall where we gotta cook, and then we gotta hit some snatches. Let's go. Oh, a 1.111. All right, that's solid. I think that's a new record, but we did not break into the 1.09s like we definitely should have today. Let's hit 2 fly 10s on the wall. So with how those are feeling, that's a little discouraging because they felt fast. They felt good. The body feels good. Maybe we were a little shot from those squats yesterday, but we were way more down horrendous last week. But these fly 10s will be the ultimate litmus test of how the CNS is functioning today. So let's break a 102 today. That'd be sweet. But if anything, let's just not be dog water. Let's go. Oh, fucking Poppy. Let's go. That's sick. 1:00:08. Fuck yeah. That's an all-time PR on these fly 10s. I think my old PR was a 1:00:09. So don't know what the fuck was happening with those builds to start, but if we can break a sub 1 today, I'd be pretty ecstatic. Might cut the video there. Holy shit, let's go. That rep felt about as relaxed as I felt in a fly 10. Like I was just letting my feet kind of carry me. I felt like I was floating a little bit. Probably didn't look like that just because I run like a little bit of a meathead, but that was the feel on those. If we can keep that for this one and just push just a tiny bit more, I think we got it. I was not expecting a 1:00:08, which is probably why the 1:00:08 actually happened. And now we're probably gonna tense ourselves up and run slower, but we're gonna fucking send it here. Let's get this. This would be sickening. Oh, come on! Come on. Give it to me. Fucking give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. Oh, you are actually fucking me right in the ass. Like you're joking. You're absolutely joking. I gotta run one more now. It's my whole fucking day is gonna be sprinting now. Fucking A, bro. That felt so smooth. That felt so fucking smooth. God dang it, dude. Fuck, we gotta break this. We got one more. The balance here is gonna be trying to stay loose while I push for this number. Those last two, I felt like I was completely relaxed in my face. I really like to think like chubby cheeks. For some reason, that's super effective for me. It turns into like a little bit of a head bobble, and like I'm not keeping good posture there. But if I don't think chubby cheeks and I like tense everything up, everything just gets tight upper body. So chubby cheeks, let those cheeks flop, let that face be nice and relaxed, and then we fucking send it. One more here. Let's be great. I actually killed myself. It's gonna have to wait till tomorrow or till next week. We got a 1:00:06. All three of those big PRs. We'll take that. Let's go. All right, since our sprints went so long, we have to cut our cleans and we're gonna get as many pulls in as possible, but we got 3 sets of 3 here on these power snatches first, little warm up for the pulls, then we got the pulls and we gotta kind of hurry. Let's go. Got to put the hair up because we don't have a snapback on. We got the softball cap on. And I hate how softball caps don't have snapbacks, but snapbacks just do not stay on my head. But we're going to try and make all 3 of these reps as rapid as possible. Goal is to stay connected to the bar and rip this baby up. 2 more sets here. All right, now I'm gonna challenge myself to have a no resets. So straight, as soon as I drop it, go back into a rebound, see if we can rip it back up. Might be a little tough, but we're gonna try it. Let's go. Ooh, I smoked. I smoked the ever-living fuck out of my forehead there on that first rep. But other than that, it was pretty smooth. Let's get to some pulls. Ow. All right, now we got 385 on the bar. We got 4 sets of 5, or as many sets as we can get done before we have to go. We should be good on time, but we're gonna push it a little bit here. I was asked a question why I've been only lifting every day and if I would recommend that for everybody. And I know I've talked about this on the videos recently, but I'm a big believer in the high frequency approach to skill acquisition. And while there are a lot of physiological things that I need to work on when it comes to the snatch, the biggest thing is the skill of the snatch and keeping that skill grooved in and continuing to give myself opportunities to have light bulb moments with that skill. So the more often that I can do it, the more chances I give myself at that lottery ticket of that light bulb moment of, ooh, I unlock something here, I feel connected to the bar here, I can use this for my heavy snatches. And we talked about this with K-Dot on the podcast, but snatches are a great exercise for this because they're at such a low percentage of your deadlift and squat that they don't completely wreck you when you do them. So it's not like having to squat heavy every single day to learn how to squat. It's a pretty low stimulus when you compare it to the percentage of your max deadlift and squats, so your body recovers from it pretty quickly. And obviously you have some shoulder stuff with it and elbow stuff with it, but just leg-wise and spine-wise, you can do it pretty often without getting completely wrecked. So when it comes to snatches, I've been doing those every single day. I feel like I have a pretty good skill piece to my cleans, and obviously a pretty good skill, like a mediocre skill. I'm not saying I'm amazing at them, but I can hold on to that skill much longer and do them much more rare, and the clean is closer to my squat and closer to my deadlift, so I need a little bit more time to recover from it. But even those I can do at a lower percentage. Like today, we were supposed to do it like 50% just to continue to keep that groove in. But with the snatches, I can work at higher percentage of my snatches without being as wrecked as often and continue to build that skill. So that's why I Ollie lift every single day. And I just love the feel of Ollies right now. And they're a pretty good time-saving exercise too, where you can get a lot done in a short period of time. And you don't have to spend a lot of time in the gym, which with softball still continuing here with league night, it's a good exercise, a good bang for your buck exercise for me. So let's get these deadlifts here. This is why I always wear a hat, because I have nothing to put this microphone on now, and it's kind of driving me nuts, but we're gonna stick with it. Let's go. Oof. 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 Oh, yeah. God damn, this shit's heavy. I know I keep mentioning this, but I absolutely love how my deadlifts are feeling right now. I'm able to find my hamstring. My back is so much stronger from all the back extension reverse hypers I've been doing, and the Ollie lifts have been a massive key in unlocking my deadlift, and we are ripping right now on these. Let's go. Oh yeah, let's go. Hey. Third set here, should be able to get them all in here. We're rushing just a little bit. We'll see our time limit after this. But I've been posting my meals on Instagram, and I did like a pre-lift meal the last couple days on Instagram, and was asked a question, and it was just like a bunch of beef and like some veggies, and I asked the question why I don't have carbs before I work out, and I wish I could say I had like a super scientific reason. It's not that I'm like no carb or anything like that. I just like that carb load at the end of the night, because if I eat carbs during the day, I just feel slow and like lethargic for the rest of the day, right? So there's no like massive scientific reason that I'm doing that. I don't cut out all carbs during the day. Like I have little pieces of it, and I eat lots of fruits during the day. But I really try to keep most of my day pretty light on my meals. And then I'll eat a really heavy meal at night to kind of recover. So it's pretty protein heavy throughout the day and pretty snacky throughout the day. And then at night, I'll have a big meal with a bunch of rice or a bunch of potatoes. And that's strictly just because otherwise my brain feels like it's shutting off during the day, and I feel like I have to go take a nap. And I don't like that feel. I'm pretty weird about my food. Like on game days, I barely eat anything for the same exact reason. It just feels like I'm slow and not thinking the way that I want to think. And like I'm not digesting food. And whether that's true or not, it's something in my head. This is like an autistic tick, so I don't do it. So not a ton of science there. If you can handle carbs before workouts, you probably should have some. I just like to keep it light before I work out, otherwise I feel lethargic. All right, let's get this third set here. Oof. 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 Ah! Sloppiest ones yet. Fuck, let's go. Just consumed an intro workout orange so it can power me through this last set. Let's get it. Make it a little bit cleaner than last set. Here we go. Oof. 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 Come on. Ah. God damn. We fatigued a lot there. Those are feeling it in the lower back. But we're grinding. And this off season is gonna be fucking sick. Sub 1 second operation, still live. Let's go.